Welcome back. Billie Holiday made me think about the plantation. Holiday wrote, "You can be up to your boobies in white satin with gardenias in your hair and no sugarcane for miles, but you can still be working on a plantation." She then added about her time touring with Count Bessie. "Nobody bothered to tell me I'd have to travel 500 to 600 miles on a hot or cold raggedy ass bus, that it would cost me $2 or $3 a night for a room, that by the time I was through having my hair fixed and gowns pressed, I'd end up with about $1.50 a day." And if we believe actress Taraji P. Henson, and I do, show business is still a plantation for black women. But Holiday's statements made me think about more down to earth things. During slavery, enslaved people in the West tried to reduce their dependence on massa and mistress by using some of their very limited time to grow some of their food in their own personal gardens. For example, in the diary of Thomas Thistlewood, who was a British slave driver in Jamaica, an enslaved man stopped working when Thistlewood did not provide them with food. The enslaved man went to work on his small plot of land instead. Thistlewood a cruel man tried to use force to get him back on the plantation. The man defended himself by chopping Thistlewood with a machete. There was too much mud on the machete to cause a fatal wound. It's not surprising, then, that post-slavery black people in the U.S. owned farms and viewed land ownership as a mark of freedom. For example, if in 1910, black farmers owned more than 16 million acres of land, but by the 2017 census, this dropped to 4.7 million acres, which is only 0.5% of the farmland in the U.S. In 2024, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, the USDA, took some level of responsibility for its role in decreasing the number of black farmers by compensating some of them for past discriminatory practices and policies. Some of those policies were refusing to process black people's loans, approving relatively smaller loans for black people, and a quicker foreclosure process. Freedom is about having some level of control over your food production and access to a healthy natural environment. And I make these statements mindful of the indigenous peoples who experienced genocide and the theft of their land, while acknowledging that good stewardship and equitable sharing of the earth is essential to all our well-being. Thanks for listening.